Hi again, everybody. It's time for Grant's Rant. And before we get to the rant, remind you, coming up this morning, right here on If You Don't Like That, 10 o'clock Pacific, Ian Eagle, one of the very best in the business, the reigning national sportscaster of the year. That's at 10 o'clock this morning. You know, when I watch NFL preseason football, I don't really pay attention to the stats, the numbers, particularly when you evaluate the quarterback. I mean, who's in front of them on the offensive line? Are they going against twos or threes? I mean, you really don't know what you have when you look at a quarterback if you're just looking at statistics. I go by the eyeball test. And you know what? Trey Lance just does not pass the eyeball test. He didn't pass it in his rookie season, certainly not last season. And here we are after one preseason game against the Raiders. And you tell me, did Trey Lance look like he's the guy that he could be the number one or even the number two? Two bad passes that should have been picked off. Meanwhile, you look at the Raiders, and again, if you look at the numbers, Aiden O'Connell, the rookie, outstanding numbers. But if you didn't know what the stats were, look at the eyeball test, right? He passed the eyeball test. Looked like a guy that belongs. Looked like a guy that was comfortable. Looked like a guy that was sure of himself. Do you see that in Lance? I don't. I think it's time for the Niners to move him. He's not the guy either this year or in the future. I mean, we know that Brock Purdy is going to be number one if he's healthy, but Sam Darnold he passes the eyeball test, and he's on his third team for crying out loud. Didn't work with the Jets, didn't work with the Panthers. Maybe he's found a home in San Francisco. But I'll ask you right now, if you had to list the depth chart of the 49ers at the quarterback position, do you have Lance one or two? I sure don't. And I'm not ready to just say, let's cancel his NFL career. I mean, he's only going into his third season. But quite frankly, I expect more than what I'm seeing from Lance. Plain and simple. He needs to be better. And it's not there. It really isn't. And that's my rant for today. And it has been brought to you by Bennett's Westside Grill. Check him out in Rockland at the Town Center. That's Bennett's. So go to Bennett'sRestaurants.com for more information. And don't forget, again, this morning, 10 o'clock Pacific, right here, Iron Eagle, if you don't like that. Have a great day, everybody.